Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DRich Show, where we talk anything and everything crypto. Now, here's your host, DRich.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DRich Show. This is DRich, and today is Monday, February 28th, 2022, the last day of February, folks. We're going to get into it today. Thank you guys for tuning back in, and I hope you all had a great, outstanding weekend. You were able to do something fun, new, and exciting, but welcome back. And before we get started, I hope that this video finds you all in good health, good spirits, and good energy. Hit the like button on your way in. Support your investment with one easy click. So again, I want to make sure that you guys are well acknowledged and appreciated for tuning in to the channel, making the channel grow and go. So here we are today, which is the last day of February. We are moving rather quickly, short month, but we got a lot of things to cover and get excited about because we are rapidly approaching some things that we're going to witness here in the short order. So anyway, on today's video, we're going to be talking about ECB, Christine Lagarde, who urges crypto regulation in spite of what's going on with the sanctions, so that Russia can't avoid those sanctions. So again, Russia, China, Iran, and others to adopt Bitcoin. Okay. We went over that last Friday, and lo and behold, boom, here we are. We have a gentleman that I'm going to present to you. Not going to be able to hear the volume, but I'm going to leave that in the description for you guys to listen to on your own terms. So again, this is just a narrative that I'm looking at it from a different purview, and I hope you don't mind listening. But before we get going on that information, if you want to bypass the introduction of the video, or you want to bypass any of the points in the video, I'll try to do a better job at directing that. And getting those numbers out for you so you could just skip through certain things and get to certain parts of the presentation. But here, I want to make sure that I encourage you to listen to the entire video, because you're going to learn some wisdom, some knowledge, and I'm going to drop nuggets here and there that you might miss, that you're not able to connect the dots. So if you're missing something, you're not going to get the whole scoop, and then you're going to leave a whole lot of room for personal speculation, or you're going to leave a comment in the comment box and say something that I probably had mentioned in the video. So watch the whole video, folks. I hope that you get something out of listening to me here on this channel, and I hope I'm able to provide something positive, something different, and give you some things to really expand your thinking. So here we are. Let's go ahead and get into the CoinMarketCap without further ado. All right, now, folks, here we go again with the CoinMarketCap to start off the video. Bitcoin's dominance, 42.5%. Ethereum, 18.4%. We have now a total of 17,868 different type of cryptos. I'm pretty sure it's a lot more than that, but we just want to go ahead and point that out up here at the top left-hand corner. And we have a global crypto market cap right now, 1.84 trillion, 3.13% increase over the last day. And then here are some trending tokens, some biggest gainers, as well as some recently added. Do your due diligence on your own terms when it comes to those. Okay, but out of the trending tokens, Solana, Harmony, Bitcoin. I'm going to talk about Bitcoin, but Harmony and Solana are some ones that I do like. Anyway, we have Bitcoin, $41,065.07. Just in the last 15-20 minutes or so, it's just gone over 40,000. So Ethereum, $2,816.32. BNB, $383.90. While USDC has a $53.4 billion market cap in the number 5 position, firmly holding its position, while XRP is at 76 cents there at number 6. Our beloved XRP should be added and acquired and accumulated, compounded, and compounded. And again, take your digital assets off the exchanges, folks, because I can promise you, with what we are seeing, you don't want to lose anything. Anyway, Cardano, 93 cents, almost 94 cents there at number 7. Terra Luna, 83.38 at number 8. Solana, 95.70. And rounding out the top 10, folks, we got $80.70 for AVAX, which is another one of my favorites. So anyway, here we are. Let's just go ahead and stroll down because, as always, I want to make sure that we're pointing out certain digital assets so that you can keep your eye on the prize. We got Dogecoin. If you are into Dogecoin, you're still in a good position because you're still in profit. If you were early adopter like me, 12 pennies, almost 13 pennies, a good time to accumulate. And in my opinion, it will be used in one fashion or another for like an immediate exchange and things like that. Medium of exchange, excuse me. You got Litecoin, 109.53. You got Bitcoin Cash, $127.82. But despite all of those, I want you to keep your eyes on Algorand, Stellar at 19 pennies, HBAR 22 cents, FTM under $2 is a buy and a steal. Okay, and I got a sad story about my FTM. I'm kind of disappointed. Tried to send it to my decent wallet and made a mistake and I lost it all. Okay, and I always gotta fess up and own it. And you know, it sucks, but you know what? It is all good because all of my XRP, my XLM, my XDC, IOTA, Algorand, UNT, HBAR are all safe, so I'm not worried about anything. Do I want my FTM back? Yeah, I think so. But anyway, we're going to keep moving on. We're going to keep our chin up and never get discouraged because there's always going to be other opportunities for you to look for. Got VeChain at almost 5 pennies there. Got Tezos 337. You got IOTA 76 cents there, almost 77. Gala Games 25 cents on the nose. And then you also have some others moving down here. QNT $111.72. And again, I'm going to say proceed with caution with this movement. You don't know if it's a bull trap. We don't know if it's because of some of the information that I'm going to talk about today. I like Cello at $2.54 there. And let's see what else we got here before we get moving to today's information. So again, XDC, 5 pennies, almost 5.5 pennies there. And I encourage you to do your due diligence. Qtum down there, $6.25. And remember, folks, Qtum went over $100 in 2018. So if you are looking for some gains, Qtum could be a good one to put into your portfolio. You can take it off of your exchange, whatever you buy it off, and put it on your net ledger. You can put it on your decent wallet and store it safely and securely. So here we wanted to get into this article from Zero Hedge. ECB's LAGARDE urges immediate crypto regulations to stop Putin from evading sanctions. We went over this last week when we talked about SWIFT, and could that be a catalyst to some implementations of other type of frameworks that we've discussed? Maybe ISO 222, RippleNet, the XRPL, whatever you want to say. We also have some things that we want to look at when it comes to Stellar in Ukraine. We've gone over that on the channel. But here, Christine Lagarde, who is again the president of the European Central Bank, has called on lawmakers to approve regulatory framework on crypto, hinting a potentially preventing Russia from getting around economic sanctions. Now, again, folks, whenever there is a ban or prohibition or a mechanism in place to boycott or prohibit, there are always criminal ways that will always try to circumvent the problem or the ban. It's so critically important that the MICA, which is MiCA, I guess if you know about that, is pushed through as quickly as possible so we have a regulatory framework within crypto assets that can actually be caught. And notably, the European Parliament has delayed a vote on markets and crypto assets directive, which is the MiCA, due to fears that it would be misinterpreted as the de facto Bitcoin ban over questions surrounding the industry's energy demand. So again, they're going to wait on this Green New Deal crap and things like that. So here, folks, they want to implement crypto frameworks or regulatory clarity. And you see how rapid this is all becoming just because of what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, and folks getting Bitcoin donations for this or that. They're going to use it as a means to say, oh, they're funding war. and things like that. And again, in some other ways, none of this is new. Rogue states, see, they always want to use rogue. They always want to say people that don't want to go with their new world order bullshit. They want to call them. They want to vilify them. Okay, rogue states like Iran and North Korea have long turned to alternate forms of finance when they are shut off from the global banking system. And diaspora communities have always found a way to support their side in and overseas conflicts. Think of the IRA collecting money in Boston taverns or Sri Lankan Tamils fundraising in Toronto temples. So again, they're looking at getting Russia off of SWIFT, okay, banning them. And okay, no problem with me. If you understand what we're into, then we're all for it, because I want to be able to show you the screen grab that I was able to get of the paperwork coming out of the Russian central bank in regards to Ripple and XRP and things like that. So I'll try to do a better job of getting that to you so you can see exactly what I'm saying, so you can understand it. But anyway, here they want to go ahead and get crypto regulations, and we were looking for regulations of an executive order of some sort here in the United States from Brandon, but that never came last week. It was supposed to be done last week. We'll see what this week brings. I guess there's like some sort of, well, the State of the Union already happened at CPAC. So we're looking at that, I guess, this staged event tomorrow. I guess is the State of the Union address, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I don't follow them, so I wouldn't know. But here, folks, keep your eyes on this. That was just something different. But here, I wanted to look at this tweet coming from Lone Trader. I guess that's it. Lone Trader at MUD SOCKS2. Breaking: Russia, China, and Iran will adopt Bitcoin. Have been warned. And here's I'm going to just say it again, folks. When this stuff is being thought of, I guess I'm not the only one thinking like this, because you can play this video, you can hear what this gentleman says here. Again, that's going to be left in the description. And if these folks adopt Bitcoin, this is what I'm going to say. It is a trap. All right. And again, it is a trap like no other. So just pay attention. Okay. And if they use Bitcoin, okay, cool. I'm not opposed to it, but this is going to prompt another action or solution. So, if LAGARDE is trying to ban these folks and will ban these folks, it might have a negative impact on Bitcoin based on what the regulators say or what the executive order may say. So keep an eye on this. This is huge, and especially if they go to Bitcoin, because we do know that there's wallets that are still dormant when it comes to Satoshi. So here I wanted to go to this. What is the Genesis block in Bitcoin terms? Okay, again, on January 3rd, 2009, an anonymous developer called Satoshi Nakamoto made history when they released the Genesis block, the original block containing the first 50 Bitcoins onto this source forge. Unlike any of the 502,000 plus blocks that came after Nakamoto left the message in the code of the block, the times of January 3rd, 2009, Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. So again, those 50 Bitcoins really won't rock the market. But what I wanted to do is go down here and just look at some numbers, because I want you to pay attention to numbers and how this could play out. And I'm always looking at it from a different perspective when it comes to some things. I wanted to point out this here. Where is it here? There it is. Nakamoto mined Bitcoins for a few years after creating the Genesis block. Okay. And because he had little competition and the original blocks have 50 coins within, he easily became the largest holder of Bitcoin, a title he keeps to this day with an estimated 1 million Bitcoin. Nakamoto hasn't moved his coin since disappearing entirely in 2011, and never made any effort to cash out even before disappearing. Nakamoto's disappearance is generally a calming absence for Bitcoin miners because if he ever decided to return, it could wreak havoc on the entire Bitcoin infrastructure. Basically, should Nakamoto ever have the whim, he could flood the market with his 1 million Bitcoins, essentially annihilating the worth of the currency by introducing so much of it into the system, since an individual Bitcoin would become significantly less rare and thus worth far less. Now, I'm not saying this has anything to do with China, Iran, or Russia. What I'm saying is 1 million Bitcoins. Okay? He's about to tank the market. And again, I tweeted the other day that if these wallets come back online, then you know something is up. And wherever they come back online for, again, 50 coins, not going to really do nothing. That's about, I don't know, 30 million or something like that. I can't do that. But you're talking about trillions of dollars in Bitcoins right here. Okay? It wouldn't even let me put the number in my calculator. Okay, when it comes to how much that money is right there. So again, that's excluding, folks. That's excluding all the folks. If you read this article, the folks who have sent money or Bitcoin to these addresses as a like a kind of like a they believe right here, Bitcoin system, okay, so stable. Or he intended to recreate the story of God's rest after creating a world in 6 days. That has nothing to do with anything, but there's been folks donating. You can read this here and donating. So that's excluding that. I don't know how many people donated to this wallet, but what I can tell you here is those 1 million Bitcoin will come up at some point. We will figure this all out, and we are here to experiment with the idea of it being potentially Russia, China, as we heard, it could be China. We just went over that Dan Pena said that it was Putin. So you know what? Here we are, folks. Them removing them from Swift would be a huge impact. And again, you got to kind of lead those folks down the road to drop their guards, to come on in other words, and feel comfortable and relaxed and no suspicion. You kind of got to let the people do what they do best and let them destroy themselves. So, sometimes you got to lay a trap. And I do believe what's going on in Russia, Ukraine, SWIFT, now all of a sudden part of the conversation. We understand what's going on with XRP Ripple. We just saw Elon Musk tweet out that he had Starlink up and running over Ukraine. If you follow Elon like that, we already know what Starlink is connected to. We already know that Ukraine is dealing with Stellar. If you go back to, I think, 2018, when Danelle Dixon was talking to, Vladimir Zelensky from Ukraine in Silicon Valley, you will know what's that. So I'm just connecting the dots, folks, and if you don't mind me sharing, that's what I'm going to share. And I think that the corruption in Ukraine is getting rooted out, and I think we have a different perspective on this side when it comes to them calling it an invasion. I think it's very strategic of removing these folks from their country. So anyway, let me know what you think, and I would like to hear from you. Okay, leave me some comments, even if you don't agree with me. I'm cool with that too. But I'm just going to let you know those 1 million Bitcoin will pop up here at some point. Before we go, I wanted to go ahead and leave this app.vapornodes.finance. You are into setting up nodes. This is kind of like a relatively small one. You can set up a node for 1,000 VPND, which is about $30. I don't know. It's 3 pennies, 3.5 pennies price right now. You can use your MetaMask to put all of that information in if you want to. I just wanted to leave it here. It's a 1% return on investment, which is not huge. So it's very low risk, but I can imagine the more and more this price here appreciates, those rewards in return on your investment per day will increase when it comes to the daily. So you can set up 5 total on one wallet. So if you want to create another wallet, you can still do that. You can have 10. That's 10%. I look forward to 10% across the board. So, there we go. Just wanted to leave it to you. You can look at their treasury, their tokenomics, governance, documentation. I've done some due diligence over the weekend. I set 2 of them up, 3 of them up, I think. I'm just going to let it sit. I'm not even going to pay attention to it because of the low return on investment. So one day, in about a month or two, we'll just look back on it and compound for 25%. Anyway, folks, have a great rest of your day. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I didn't want to make it too long or too lengthy or too confusing, but we are on the brink of some things that will change dynamically when it comes to our financial institutions, the way we move money, the way we think about money, and how we are going to be the benefactors of it. So do your due diligence. ISO 222 tokens that we always point out in the beginning of the video on the CoinMarketCap. Hold your bags up, especially some of those ones that are not moving. Okay, just because they're not moving doesn't mean that they won't move at some point. They're stable for a reason. Okay, that they have to show and help the market remain stable. Okay, when they move, or they stabilize it or go to a set price. Okay, when Basel 3 kicks in, Basel 4 kicks in, those movements are going to be significant, and they're going to be eye popping because they're going to attach them to precious metals. And as you see, Russia's starting to pick up their precious metal or gold intake, and that's going to happen worldwide as we start seeing these developments unfold. So anyway, I'll leave you with that, and we'll be back tomorrow, folks. Have a great rest of your day. We'll continue to look for more information to kind of digest it, consume it, and put out the best information possible. God bless. Take care. And as always, treat everyone with class, dignity, and respect. Bye-bye.